good morning. Today is Saturday, right? Yep, Saturday, January 15th. And we do have some birthdays today. Today is Renee Kerner's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Renee. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Sally P's birthday. So, Sally, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sally. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And it's also Texas girl Purdy, but she doesn't tell me what her name is. Unless it's Purdy. I'm going to call her Purdy. But Texas girl Purdy, today's your birthday, but you knew that. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Purdy. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. If your channel names are a little bit different than your real name, let me know so I can sing the right name for your birthday. Because this one is Texas Weight Loss WW Calorie. No name, so your name is Texas today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Texas. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope all four of you have a good birthday, and I'm just kind of wondering if maybe Texas Girl Purdy changed the name of her channel, and so she got 2 songs, or maybe not. I don't know. But like I said, if it's not your real name, let me know, because sometimes you're under somebody else's name, like sometimes it's your husband's channel, or not channel, but his website or whatever you want to call it, his handle. And so I don't know what your name is, but I want to sing to the right person, so let me know. I went to the Pampered Chef party last night, and I ate a bit too much. They did make a, how they always make something? Well, any Pampered Chef I go to, they always cook something. They made a vegetarian pasta that didn't look that great. I should have took a picture of it because it didn't look good, but oh my gosh, was it delicious. She used whole wheat pasta, organic whole wheat pasta, the penny or penna, however you pronounce it. And then she did zucchini and garlic and onion. And she used a purple carrot. First time in my life I've ever seen a purple carrot. I know everybody's going to say, Sandy, you've never seen a purple carrot? No, I've never seen a purple carrot. She used a purple carrot and a white carrot. Now, I've seen white carrots. It wasn't a parsnip either. It was definitely a white carrot because she said it was. And a blue, I think it was blue, sweet potato. It was just, she goes to Trader Joe's. I just get my vegetables at Kroger's because I'm not going way out of my way to get fruits and vegetables. But sometimes if I'm bored, I wouldn't mind driving. Jim drove because I'm not going to drive. Because the Trader Joe's is about a half an hour away from me. And the nearest really good fruit market is about 25 minutes away. So I usually just get my stuff there. But all of that was in it. And she had used one of the Pampered Chef machines, obviously. It was a blender that purees, but it cooks at the same time. I can only imagine how much that was. But so she made it in that, and then she added, at a certain point, she added some Parmesan cheese, not a lot, just a little bit, and a can of diced tomatoes. So when it was first doing it, it had looked like and had the consistency of pea soup. It was so green, it just didn't look. Jim definitely wouldn't have eaten it. It was that green. But then when she put the tomatoes in, it kind of brought it down to like a gravy looking color. So it was kind of like a grayish brown. But, and since I don't eat meat on Fridays, it was perfect. And I did eat a little bit too much, but it was delicious. And then they made a whole chicken in the air fryer, which I didn't have because that was meat. I don't eat meat on Fridays. That's just my own choice not to eat meat on Fridays. But they cut the spine out of the chicken at the butcher shop so that they could lay the chicken spread eagle flat like that on the air fryer, and she cooked it for about a half an hour. And she said, which I never even heard of, I'm wondering if any of you have ever heard of this, that after she washes her chicken, she washes it, or she not soaks it, but pours vinegar over the top of it because she says it adds some flavor to it. I don't know. I didn't taste it because I don't eat meat, but everybody seemed to love it. And then she cooked it in the air fryer for about, I think it was like a half an hour. But I watched her slice it, and it looked very tender, and it was very juicy. So I might try that in my air fryer. So, and I had that, and then she made a pear with a crumb, with a, what do you call it, apple crumb? But it was a pear crumb with a crust. And then, and I did have some of that. I don't like pears, but I did like the dessert. And then I had some ice cream with it. And then I did have a can of Coke. And I had some guacamole. So I probably should have, no, not probably. I know I should have eaten some dinner before I left. But I didn't. And then I come to find out she had Diet 7-Up. I'm not a big fan of Diet Pop. The only Diet Pops I do like, that I will drink, I should say, not that I do like, that I'll tolerate, is Diet 7-Up and Diet Verner's. And then I found out she had a Diet 7-Up, so I split a can with somebody. And because the one can of pop wasn't, I had drank the pop before the food was ready, and then I need something to drink when I'm eating. But it was a nice night. We had a really good evening. And then I bought a little tiny server spoon, like when you take little pieces of cake or brownies or something out of a dish. It's like a flipper, but it's just, it's got a name. I think it's called serving, whatever. I got that. And then they had a new product of a Lasagna Scooper that kind of looks like a slotted spoon. It's like a flip, like, I know some people call it a spatula. I just call it a flipper. I don't know what they're called, but it scoops into the bottom of the lasagna so that when you pick up the lasagna, at least with my lasagna, I put too much, not too much cheese. You can never have too much cheese. I can't believe I just said that. I put so much cheese in my lasagna that when I'm cutting it, it kind of gets sloppy and it doesn't really scoop out well because I'm just using the flipper, the egg turner, whatever you want to call it. I just use that, and then all of the juices. But this looks like I can scoop it out. And it was only $15, so I didn't think that was bad. So I got those two things. I really wanted to get a new thermometer for cooking. The only ones they have is the one I do have and I don't like. It's the you plug it into your food and then you put it into the oven, and then it's battery operated. It's got like a wire and the probe that goes in the meat. I don't really like that one. It just never worked right for me. But they discontinued that. And then Christy wanted me to pick her up a scraper, a cake scraper, like a bowl scraper. They don't make that anymore either, because I did ask, and she said she didn't understand why they stopped doing it because it was a very popular seller. So we stayed there. Denise and I got there about 6. We were only going to stay till 8. We ended up staying till 10 because we had such a good time. So other than that, and then today I'm going to watch Sophia because Christy and Aaron are going to a family friend's funeral. I think they died from a heart attack. So they're going to go there, and I'm going to have Sophia. And then Danny's going to come by with Oliver because Sebastian's going to be with his dad. Danny's the stepfather for Sebastian, but Sebastian's my grandson. I don't care any way you look at it. He's my grandson, but so he won't be here. And then we're going to go see Jimmy's house. I'm going to call Alyssa because Alyssa said she wanted to go look at it, but she doesn't like to go with Jimmy because then Jimmy's there all for hours. So I said, well, no, when we go, we stay about 20 minutes and then we come home. She said, well, I'll go. But then when I tried to call her this morning, she didn't answer, so I sent her a text. We'll see if she answers that. If she is going, I will definitely get her on camera, but I'm thinking she's sleeping in today, so she's not going to be coming. But I just... I feel a little bad that I didn't do as well as I was hoping yesterday on my food choices, but I'm still holding out hope that on Monday I'm going to have at least stay the same. Kind of went a little bit off the rails, not a lot, but just enough, because This is so hard. It really is. Because I think that once I get into a whole month routine of being on plan and just really not, sweating the small stuff, I guess, that it'll be easier for me. But I still have that memory reflex of, dipping into the candy jar or getting a Christmas cookie or something last month. Because it was a free-for-all last month when I ate. And so it's a little harder now to get back into the routine of things. But I'm really, really trying. And I think that as I'm getting older, it's getting a little bit more difficult to lose my weight a little bit faster. Not to say that I can't lose it, because I definitely am going to lose it and I will lose it. But I know I just appreciate it so much more. I just strive to do better. And I don't feel that people really notice how much weight you've lost until you've lost a considerable amount of weight. Now, I haven't seen Jimmy since, when? Before Christmas. And when I saw him then, he was looking thin. He was really looking thin. So I can only imagine, because he was sick and he wasn't eating and he was not working at the house, and so he was getting some rest. So I'm willing to bet that he's going to be a little bit thinner. But it's been it hasn't even been a month, 3 weeks. But you know what? They say like 3 or 4 weeks is when people start to notice. Or maybe it's longer than that. But people don't have to notice that you're losing weight as long as you know you're losing weight. And that's all that really matters. Because as long as you're trying, that's all you can do. Sometimes, did I really regret having all that food yesterday? Not really. I had a good time. I didn't need all that food, but I can't see myself depriving myself of something just because I want to see a certain number on the scale. Now, granted, I want to see a certain number on the scale, but I think that as long as I balance out my weekend, which I have a plan. I have a plan for today, and I have a desire to stay on track today and tomorrow so I can see some kind of result on some Monday. But through all the hard work and all the dedication I'm putting into it, it really is worth it to me. It really is worth it. And I just feel so much better now that I'm not putting all that sugar in my body. Now, granted, I still put some sugar in my body this week. I told you I had a Coke and I had that pear crumb cake or whatever it was yesterday with some ice cream. But not to the point that I was. Oh my gosh, I was to such extremes that I wasn't sleeping well. I was kind of wiry because I think the caffeine I haven't had the caffeine for a while, and so it was kind of making me kind of jittery. But I'm well on my way now. I really am. I'm dedicated to my plan, and I'm going to do it. So, all right, let's get going on with the day. Look, I babbled on for 13 minutes. About nonsense. Nonsense, I tell you. Just nonsense. Okay, let's see who gets here first. I think Sophia is supposed to be here within 20 minutes, so Sophia will probably be the first one here. Well, look who came to visit. You haven't seen Sophia in a while. Got anything to say, Sophia? She's cold. Look at her. She's got a hat on and blanket. You wouldn't last in my house at nighttime. She's spoiled. And then we have Oliver over here playing his game. Are you winning, Oliver? Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. You gonna remember your glasses this time? Mm-hmm. He forgot his glasses last time. And of course, Danny came by too. Doesn't he look excited to be here?
I'm always excited to be here.
And we're making progress on the puzzle. It annoys me when I can't find such an obvious piece. This should be an obvious piece, and I can't find it. We got more visitors. Christy and Aaron. Danny's getting ready to leave. Well, I didn't realize how cold it is out here. It's cold. Jimmy's working on his house today. We're going to go out and see how he's doing on it. The kids have left, but I haven't seen Jimmy. I've seen Danny, I've seen Christy, but I haven't seen Jimmy, so we're going to go head out and see how he's doing on his house. I guess they're finishing up the electrical today. But it's 16 degrees with the wind chill at 6. So it's very cold.
My truck says 32.
Yeah, that was in the garage. And even that was cold. But, you have any jokes, Jim?
Just Christy's joke that she just told me.
Okay.
Did you know that French fries...
No, where were French fries?
Oh, well, no. Did you know that French fries weren't made in France? They were made in Greece.
Funny. Okay. Oh, and then on February 22nd, it's going to be 2222.
Which is a Tuesday.
See, Tuesday.
So it'll be a Tuesday.
Oh, the humor I get to put up with.
That's not on camera, is it?
I get everything that you say.
No.
So you're just lucky. Look at them. Sitting down on the job.
I am sitting down. It's our first break of the day.
Yes. But he does have a little bit of heat in here. Not a lot.
No, if I turn that heater on with the furnace, you got to turn it off. That's why it's off.
No. And he said he's going to do the tag this week.
I am doing the tag this week.
Did you watch yours and Samantha's?
Yes, that was horrible.
It was horrible. It was horrible. But people loved it.
As long as they loved it, that's all that matters.
Did you see Kim? Did you watch Kim's video yet?
I started to last night, but I didn't.
Oh, she put Flair up to the camera for you?
Which one?
Her tag. I know you're behind because you were sick.
The last one I seen was she did some haul.
Oh no, she did the tag with Mr. Smooth, and she said, "Do you have any pets?"
Oh no, I didn't see that one yet.
You'll have to go check because she has a special appearance with Flair just for you.
That thing is creepy as hell, man. It's this big old lizard, like this big.
It's a bearded dragon.
Bearded dragon just sits on her shoulder, and I'm like, ah.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Got to see all my grandkids today, and now I got David here. Say hi.
Hi.
He was up north working. Now he's back home for a couple days, at least. Okay, that's it for tonight. I didn't show you my food today because I never really sat down and ate a meal today. I kind of grazed the whole day. But I did track everything I ate, and I ended up the day with 18 points. I get 23 points in the day. So, I had an apple here, or some fruit here, or a piece of cheese there. In between all my visits for my family today. It was so nice. I got to see all my kids. But if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, share if you think somebody might like to see it. As always, stay safe, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.